Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrible General Health System's Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
All right, we're back. Bayou Time Sports. Always great to talk about the Bayou Region Athletic Hall of Fame. Stan Gravois with us again for another segment. We're individualizing these segments to get everybody a little more airtime. So if you don't hear your name in this segment, check out social media now, because we're doing a segment on each person. And we already did Robert Brunet, we did Art Cantrell. Now we come to Coach Kenneth Dixon. And Stan, got to be a favorite in this area. And you know, he went along quietly too. You know, we talk about the Gerald Alberts that put girls sports on the map and everything else, but Margaret Johnson, but Kenneth Dixon in his own right, he's way at the top.
Yeah, I would consider him to be the ambassador for girls basketball in our area. Mm-hmm. Kind of brought it to a new level. 5 state championships at Ellender Memorial. I think what people don't realize about Coach Dixon, and got to know him in his last 6 years of life really well. Before that, taught with him, because obviously I was in the education system for a while, and knew him, but was cordial. I think what people don't realize is what he did for these young ladies behind the scenes. How he disciplined, how he made sure that they were doing the right thing in the classroom. He was just a good man who tried to make good all-around young ladies out of all of those who played for him. And oh, by the way, he was a really good girls basketball coach. Again, I just mentioned 5 state championships, 2 state runner-ups, 12 district championships, along with another 12 district runner-ups. He never had a losing season. Mm-hmm. He was that kind of guy who just got the best out of his kids. Now, he's not originally from our area. He graduated from Bunkie High School, but came here. Most of his family is from our area. His sons were raised here. Has a lot of relatives in our area, which is what drew him back to this place. But from a standpoint of coming and making it better for what he did, you know, he's one of those, when you think of somebody who really set the tone with girls sports in our area, he did it. Maybe after Coach Albert, you know, because Coach Albert obviously did that and set girls softball on the way and stuff. His claim to fame is more related to basketball. And unfortunately last year during the girls basketball playoffs, suddenly passed away of health issues. But boy, I am so glad we're remembering this man, because he's important to our area.
You know, when you bring up names like Gerald Albert, who was inducted previously in another class, and you bring up Kenneth Dixon, it's not so much also the programs that they built, but when you were on the opposing side and you found out you were going to play Ellender's girls or Vanderbilt's girls in softball, it sent shivers down your spine, because you knew they just don't lose.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we do not want to lose sight of the fact that girls sports in our area is really good. I'm working with a 200-year celebration thing that Terrebonne Parish is doing, and didn't realize that even at the turn of the century in the 1900s, early 1900s, Terrebonne High had some girls basketball teams that were really good. Mm-hmm. So when you consider that Coach Albert's in here, now Coach Albert's is for a lot of things. He was a good athlete too.
Right, he was.
Margaret Johnson, who is obviously a very good athlete, but girls softball was sort of her forte over at Vanderbilt Catholic. Sandy Fussell, who had a terrific volleyball career, she's in this Hall of Fame. This is where Coach Dixon belongs.
You know, and there's an art. I've always said it when I'm interviewing coaches who coach the girls. And we didn't give girls enough credit back in the day, because they used to go through the motions. Oh, the girls want to play softball, the girls want to play basketball. But the girls were super competitive. And once those coaches tapped into the fact that these girls do not like to lose, and they put the right formula, championship after championship.
Listen, everybody knows that Ellender's boys basketball team's really good year in and year out too. That boys team didn't want to play the girls team in practice because they ran sets so well. They understood. Coach Dixon, and this is 2 years ago, I remember seeing him on the sideline of a game, and they were playing an arch rival who was really good that year too. And I noticed he doesn't have to yell. He just has to give you that look. I don't know if you ever had coaches like that.
Oh yeah.
It just was the look. And he did that. And when a young lady, say, had a turnover, she would look to the side and he'd give her that look, and her response was, "I know, coach. It won't happen again." And when you have that, you know that there's some teaching going on, and that's what I like about him. It was more than just what was happening on the court on game day.
It was accountability.
It was everything.
Which, if you can remember, Ernie Brown brought a lot of accountability to the boys' side.
Absolutely.
And then when you were walking down the hallway, it was more than just basketball. It was about class. It was about doing the right thing. And Ernie Brown used to give you that look. If you got that look, watch out. So I don't know if they pass that on to each other at Ellender, but that became such a portal for great basketball.
Oh, sure, it's infectious. Listen, plus 20, over 20 girls that played for him got their college education because of girls basketball. They went on to play girls and got their education, got their degree. So
That's an incredible number.
That's big.
All right, we're talking about the inductees for the Bayou Region Athletic Hall of Fame, and that's coming up. And so far, we've done 3 inductees. We have 3 more to go, and there's some powerful names in here. And on some of the other segments, you're going to hear about people that, I don't know, you might not readily associate with sports, like drag racing and these high-performance cars. But when you get in the seat, I did a story way back in '85, and when they gun that car, it takes an athlete to hold on to the wheel. Trust me. So we're going to talk about that when we come back. Don't go away.